So I'm going to make a compress. It's like a little pack. The thicker the pack, the more castor oil it can hold, and the more castor oil can go into you. Now what I've done is I've cut up an incontinence pad. I've cut it up and I've opened it up and I've put a few layers of cloth in there to make it thicker. And what I'm going to do is put masking tape on the edge. So the beauty of this is the plastic isn't really touching you. So the only thing that's touching you is the paper topping, and it's got that cloth insert, and the plastic's on the back. And the plastic is really just to protect your clothes and stop oil going everywhere, which you don't want. So well, I'm just going to seal those edges. And then I'm going to put the castor oil on. Now the reason why I'm doing this first, so there we have our little pack. Now to secure that, I just staple the edges. I used to stitch it with a little cotton and thread, and my staff came up with this great idea of stapling it, and it takes about a 1/16 of the time, and it holds it quite nicely. And I'm doing it now because it's going to take a little while to soak in. And what I do is I basically do the middle third, because as it soaks in, it'll spread out a little bit further. I can't hold that up now, but probably in about 15 minutes I will be able to hold it up. You see, it's such a thick oil, it just sits on top. So you've got to give it time to soak through. I haven't covered it because then there's no leeway for the excess oil to go. And also when it goes on your hot body, the oil will thin and spread out a little bit more. So you want to give a little bit of room for spreading. This compress can be used maybe every day for a month, and then you might make another one, because it's not drawing anything out of you. It's just a vehicle to hold the oil so it can go into you. And this size I've made here, that's a great size for chest, for congested chest. That's a great size for abdomen. And that could be cysts on the ovaries, it could be fibroids in the uterus, it could be constipation, it could be irritable bowel. So that's a nice size for those areas. How long would it take? Well, it depends how big it is, and it depends how long it has been there. Consistency is the key.